Greetings, it is I, Susie Q. So I'm still piggybacking on the near-death experience energies, going to the light, talking about walk-ins, talking about their energies. And so it's been really, really fun, and I continue to get more feedback from these conversations. And so I'd like to extend a little bit more about the energies of the walk-in. I want to just talk a little bit about that. And so basically, the way I look at it, this was back in 2015, is that I was able to perceive what walk-ins might look like, right? And so a lot of times, energy, we're pure energy. We're basically pure energy. And so when other energies come in, they maybe don't have a body, right? It's just pure energy. It's pure light. And so it's been kind of fun to describe some of the forms that I saw for the walk-in energy. But a lot of us know that we don't really need to see that experience. We can just kind of exercise our own ability to discern, is this energy right for me? And of course, on one of those videos, I wasn't ready for it because it was a higher level energy that I had never played with. It scared me. I was running away, right? Um, so that's some of the things I wanted just to share really quickly too, is that sometimes for us to believe something, we have to be able to see something. And oftentimes seeing something means we have to see a form or a person or a thing or an experience to believe it. But a lot of us don't really need to have those experiences. We simply are able to engage with the energies that come in. And oftentimes for me, the energies are good. They're benevolent. They're wonderful. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there because that was something that's been resting with me, since I started doing the NDE events. So today I'd like to share a kind of a new concept, another concept here. And this one is related to spirit. And I don't know why I'm doing all this spirit stuff, but it just seems like to me when I go into my meditation, it just keeps encouraging me to feel safe and to feel okay with these conversations. And I'm like thinking, why not? Why not do it? But I keep thinking, I want to do something different. I want to do something more, something different. But I do follow the energies. So this morning I woke up super duper early because I went to bed like at 8. It's up here in Arizona. I woke up super early, and I ended up doing some other work, some of my written material work, and then I went back to bed. And then when I went back to bed, it was like I can't sleep. I've already probably got 8 hours of sleep, but I noticed that a lot of times in our spaces where we're able to feel comfortable, relaxed. And I always call the bedroom the chamber, kind of feel like it's like a chamber underneath the pyramids, where it's just completely this beautiful scalar wave energy that comes in. So I just kind of imagine that. And so this morning I was like, well, I don't want to stay up, all morning doing that stuff. I wanted to kind of get back cozy in bed. And then I started to just start ask questions, and when I'm asking questions, and this might be what you do too, is that you can start asking the energies, your higher self, your subconscious, your God, your source, whatever it is, right? You can start asking. And so that's what I did this morning, and it was kind of cool and groovy. And so a lot of times I work with the subconscious. I do a lot of the subconscious work to assist people with letting things go, releasing. And now really looking at with the subconscious work, I feel like a lot of this stuff has been a wipeout, that a lot of these things, and even from our Akashic records, is that a lot of the Akashic records, are there, but they're really kind of, you can actually do an overlay over an Akashic record. There's all these different ways of looking at things with the Akashic records. But going back to, I'm going squirrel, but going back to those questions this morning when I was laying in bed, I was just kind of asking whatever energies that were there, because definitely I could feel the energies were coming in, because I was just like, what's going on? What's happening? What am I supposed to be doing? So I was always asking these what questions. And so what was really fascinating with some of the questions that I was asking is right before I had finished the question, the answers were coming in. It's all through thought, right? So it's not like somebody's talking to me or I'm talking to them. It's nothing out loud. It's just a simple sense of awareness. But when we look at these quiet contemplation moments where we can really go deeper, and you could say it's a prayer, or you could say it's a meditation, or you could say whatever you want it to be, right? It means that we have the ability to ask a question. And again, for me, what I've noticed from my own juicy self is that I don't make questions too complex. I keep it real simple because when I notice when I work with the subconscious and get answers from the subconscious, I know that the answers are simple. And I know that when I'm working with spirit, the answers are very, very simple. So we don't need to have a whole bunch of complexity with a question or a big event or experience that you're trying to kind of reconcile. But for me, I just start asking these questions, and then the questions come in like super super easy. They come in super fast, very, very simple. And some examples might be, what am I supposed to be doing? Because I feel like I'm doing everything I'm called to do now, but I feel like I've got space to do a little bit more. And some of the answers that I got related to me moving forward, moving forward, right, is just to keep going, keep doing what you're doing. Whatever you're doing is good. Just keep putting out this information and keep writing. And so that was one of the answers that came to me. And also with my written pieces, most of my written pieces are automatic writing. And a lot of the things that I talk about are channeled material, meaning that I have other energies and helpers that are assisting me to getting the words out. Another question was, some stuff about my kids, and I won't, it's private, but it was kind of like real positive. And so I noticed that when I give a simple question and get a simple answer, it can be just that easy, right? It can be just that easy that things come in a perfect way. That's very very short, very understandable, right? There were some other questions I had about, kind of this place, because I'm in sunny Scottsdale and I love it. But I'm really seeking a different space, a different house, a different kind of experience where I can actually have more people come in and have experiences with some of these energies that I play with. And so I've been working with this energy for a while because I know that I've already been through the house, I've already been through the space, and there's plenty of space there for events and things. But it just keeps saying, just, it's coming, it's coming. You're preparing, it's coming, it's coming. And so these like, and I don't even like challenge it, like, is it coming next week or next month or next year? I don't challenge it. I just go, okay. So sometimes we feel like when we're achieving or creating something, we're kind of looking at it like it has to be now. But when we look at the Iman energy, the eternal moment of now energy, it's kind of like it is what it is. We're living in the now. And so I don't challenge it like, well, can you give me a little bit more time? But in those energies and in those different states of awareness there is no time. So there's not much you can say about that. You can't argue that and you can't debate it. It just, there is no time. So, but that was kind of interesting. So I know that there's a beautiful place coming for me, and it's going to be perfect for some of my channeling work that I can do in person with a group, and also with my QHHT. I love my quantum healing hypnosis technique work. Super fantastic. I also do the Akashic Records, and the records have been very, very powerful. And now everything is, now with the energies, now that I've kind of understand the energies a little bit better, it's not such a big deal anymore. It's just kind of integrated into my system. So then there was another question that I asked during this morning. It was probably like at 5. I probably went back to bed at 5. I don't know. It's crazy. So then I said, because I was getting all this information, and then I finally asked, well, so from the energies that are working with me right now, is there a name? Is there a name? So I put my hands on my hips. So the name was Yahweh, and I've heard that before, but I don't really know exactly what it is. But I quickly glanced at a few things on the computer, and it just said I am. I just noticed I am, but I wear an I am necklace all the time. So, I don't know. But it was kind of fun just to know that because I knew that I probably figured when I asked, like, what is this name? What is their name of this and these energies that are coming in? I never even asked that. I never even thought to do it, but I was like wide awake. I'm like going, okay, what else can I ask? Because the energies are present and clear and concise and simple answers. And that was what came through. So I'm kind of curious about that. If you know more meanings about Yahweh. that would be helpful for me because now I'm curious. Anyway, so these are kind of some fun things when you go into a quiet state and a quiet sense of awareness that you can, kind of come up with questions and just listen, and it's not saying it like I'm talking now, right? It's just a thought. And then just notice what comes through because I think a lot of us right now are really awakening up to this beautiful spirit of awareness and noticing what we're noticing and noticing a little bit more. We're getting messages all over the place. So I think I'm complete with this, and I hope this is helping you in some way. I'm really loving these experiences to share and to reflect on my own sense of awareness of my beautiful, brilliant life here on planet Earth. And I just absolutely love sharing these words and these thoughts, and hoping that this will somehow maybe blend in with your own energies, to harmonize what you're creating in your field. So anyway, so I think I'm complete, and namaste.